Now that you cleared Spireton, the archive is up for grabs.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our agent. Legend to be handed down from monarchy to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice, swollen and its mascot represent the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Anti-Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored Tossball team, the Anti-Cleo Starlings refused to do what things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacer's Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, sixth base person for the Anti-Cleo Darlings. I cleaved Spacer's Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Anti's Choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you. I'm Anti-Cleo, and I endorse...
It's high time one of you scientist types responded to my calling cards. The position's been open for more than 2 days, and already productivity is tanked by 149.4%. You want the role, it's yours, but I'm not budging on those hourly rates.
Let me guess. You're backfilling Rasmussen's position? Or all the scientists who work with him on Cloister lying cold on the lab floor?
Both, obviously. Unless you mean to tell me a graft like yours can install itself. Do you want the job or not? We're burning Starlight. Decent. I'll have you know that profits were forecast to be in the billions in my assessment last quarter.
That's not what we're talking about. Look, we found your lab on Cloister. A friend of mine who succumbed to his graft sent me there to put an end to your work. It was, well, it was damn troubling. But after speaking with your doc, I came to see that the program's got much potential. If we shift focus, reform our work, grafts could better the lives for all folk. Rasmussen's now with Doc Tinsley in Fairfield, and they're ready to restart this work if we can get your agreement. No more killing, much more progress. What do you say?
I see someone failed out of the Anti-Cleo School of Persuasion. Why would I ever pursue something so dull as reform? How does it serve me?
Troopers are getting maimed in battle, and many civvies are getting sick from lack of food, clean water. Folk feel helpless. Grafts could treat all that. Some creatures can regrow limbs and safely consume tainted goods. If we give folk those same abilities, they won't have anything to fear. They can heal from all the wars done to them.
Ah, I see now. With grafts, our employees can get back to work faster and for longer hours. You might have led with that. It's brilliant. But there is one small fly in the soup. Who exactly are you to dictate to me what we should be doing? I did not even know your name before you stepped through this door.
When I joined up in Tau Ceti, I was promised that if I proved myself, demonstrated exceptionalism, the moment would come where I could make a pitch for my own future. I ensured the safety of the delegates at the peace talks. I helped hunt down the fiend who destroyed our base on Golden Ridge. So yeah, I'd say the moment I'm owed has arrived.
Fine. Perhaps there is an opportunity here to expand our user base. But we can only pursue such a thing if we secure the funding. I could approach my business partner to this end, but I will require proof that this little reformation of yours is a viable investment. As such, you need to prove that a grafted trooper can achieve what the average one cannot.
You say that as though you have something in mind.
I do. The commander of our fortified position on Praetor has been chomping at the bit for a show of force. To rally the troops in our market share, so to speak. He will have all the minute details, of course, but assisting him and demonstrating your prowess will give us the leverage we need. I could tell you possessed a modicum of business sense. head to Praetor. I'll send a reporter with camera drones to meet you there and debrief with our ground forces.
Hold on. You didn't say anything about this being filmed.
Heroism is nothing without exciting footage and a talking head to sell it to the masses. So do make sure you put on a good show. Off you go, then.
Plus a few more that you can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite. Parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice or its subsidiary companies, and the eating of said parasite absolves Auntie's Choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy.
Feels like I got some hydrometa fluttering around in my stomach, Commander. Not literally. You know what I mean. Willard's clearly got a lot riding on how we do on Praetor. I ain't keen on having so few details for a mission. For anyone who ain't us, I'd say it's a surefire path toward failure. Reckon that's my way of saying I'd like to find out what exactly is in store for us. Sooner rather than later. That reporter's gotta be nearby. Ain't keen to jump to conclusions, but I think I got a notion of what we're doing here.
I'm Orlin Crawford, the outsourced but never outmatched wartime correspondent for the ACS Undisputed Claim. You must be the grafted soldier, here to show us all what you can do.
The name's Inez, and yes, Willard Conan sent me to help you with some sort of... I don't know what exactly.
Now, let's not skip on introductions. Who is this you have with you? Oh, I see.
Ah, I appreciate the commander for saying so. I've been traveling with them for some time, following my dismissal from the forces.
Vice President Conan said he was sending his best. So let's get on with it. Your mission is to infiltrate the Protectorate blockade to the north and capture it. Their defenses are too great to face head-on, so you'll want to sneak in through the back entrance. We've obtained the entry codes through great effort.
My camera drones will be filming the action from above, so do put on a good show. Blow up a few things, and use Inez's abilities to demonstrate the might of Auntie's Choice. Yes?
They've detained several of our scouts. I'd like to see them returned. If you deliver this weapons cache to them and free them, they might offer some aid in the fight.
This is quite the opportunity. Normally, a POW might be written off as shrinkage, an unfortunate, unavoidable loss. But their rescue will be worth far more in publicity.
So what? If I hadn't come along, you all would have left those troopers to rot.
Our motto is to leave no man behind, unless it breaches our contract and promises financial penalties, which this does. Now, take these codes for the back door and go.
Once you infiltrate the blockade, neutralize our foes, and open the gates, our remaining troops will move in to secure the blockade for ourselves. Any questions? Well, seeing as a tunnel has been punched through by that drill of ours, you should be able to mosey your way around the mountain to the back entrance.
Or you could go through the automech production facility north of here. But that's where the scout who brought us the codes lost his life. So proceed with caution and a loaded gun.
Though I trust you may fare better than that poor sod did, I do look forward to seeing you take the fight to the Protectorate. It's about time Auntie gave him a good walloping. Ooh, and spare some time for me after you emerge victorious, won't you? What am I saying? Of course you will! Who wouldn't want to be interviewed for the wireless? Go on now!
Here we are, about to kick the proverbial mantisaur nest. Hope you're ready for your close-up. Damn. Of course they got a bunker mech. We need to take it by surprise, without alerting the other troopers, mind.
They never questioned or doubted. Their zeal never lagged.
Trouble ahead.
Ready to spread the truth! Over here! Let us out!
Ain't no way to leave us here. We still got 43 months of boot camp loans to pay off. Stop that scrounging crap.
Perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
for these guys, are you? Come on, open up!
Takes all sorts. Fake law. I thought we'd be trapped in here forever.
Hey,
On your feet, soldiers. You're free.
Hot damn! You're a real grafted trooper! Our crew at the border ain't gonna believe this. Sure wish I were authorized to hand out 3.7% discounts, because you just earned one, friend. Our hosts are still walking about, and it seems we're without our weapons. You ain't happen to bring any, did you? Oh, wonderful! Auntie always provides. Now, let's get out there and give those bastards the what for.
Invasive elements!
Go!
Try and keep your guts on the inside, Commander.
Someone call for a medic. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
Commander, go.
Chase! Recommencing hostility! The protectorate endured! There you are! Lollygag somewhere I...
On the way. Happy to help. Discreet.
Replenishing my firearms. Quickly moving to cover. Back in my sight. Know you're out there. There. Somebody lost. Recommencing. You think too much. Come on now. I give you my word. We can... I feel private.
Dictate, prudence dictates. Zealous is always rewarded.
Seeking cover. Sustain the system. Story found.
Raring to go. Happy to help. Discreet. Someone call for a medic. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
For better cover.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Let me...
Escaping.
My aftermarket parts are fried.
What's your purpose here?
Looking to heal. Out of sight and on the way. Someone call for a
Fight for themselves, die alone. Prudence
Loading anew. Restoring the balance. What ends you endeavor?
Mobility interrupted.
Moving to safety.
Mobility interrupted.
Perfection entering chase.
Mobility interrupted. Adversary.
Taking cover.
Mobility interrupted.
No refuge granted.
Press ready if you need a house call.
Interrupted. Prudence dictates. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. The despoilers of Parrot. Mobility interrupted. Mobility
Let's get you healed. To
interrupted.
the rescue. Happy to help.
Prudence
Discreetly.
dictates. Base in. Mobility enemies discerned. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
No refuge granted.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Taking cover. We'll put them down.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Prudence dictates.
Moving
Mobility
to safety.
interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility
Your safe
interrupted.
haven is lost.
Grass back in business.
Interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Quarry stand
Get
up.
you healed. To the rescue. Out of sight and on the way.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Commander, you're bleeding.
Interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
You attack my community.
Interrupted.
Taking cover.
Mobility interrupted. Prudence mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Moving to safety.
Mobility
Eviction or
interrupted.
euthanasia. Their choice.
Grass tingling. All charged up.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Happy to help. Discreetly.
Mobility
Someone call for a medic.
interrupted.
Let's get you healed.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility
Lay low, Commander.
interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Prudence dictates. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Prudence. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Mobility
Press ready if you need a
interrupted.
house. Someone call for a medic.
Prudence
Out of sight
dictates.
and on the way. To the rescue.
Interrupted.
Sight unseen.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted.
Let's open the gate for that reporter and the troops before these bodies get cold.
Over here! Let's have a word with the hero of the moment for the wireless. What a show! Auntie will be beside herself when she hears of her shiny new blockade. If you weren't already contracted with Willard, I'd think to hire you for the next news staging.
All in a day's work. You said something about an interview. Well, I got a lot riding on this. You'll make me look good, right?
It's audio only, Trooper. And you're working with a true professional now. Let me work, huh? Relax. Be authentically you, though you'd be wise to throw in a tagline or two. Ready?
Well,
Great! Recording's already begun. I'm here, live at the scene with the fearsome grafted soldier Inez. It's a shame you cannot see this, dear listener, for it is impressive indeed. Inez, your destruction of those dastardly Protectorate troops was awe-inspiring. You must feel like the employee of the month, having brought such a decisive victory to Auntie's choice.
I'm just doing my part. I joined up because I believed in our mission, to liberate Arcadia. Reckon my actions illustrate that more than anything I could ever say. Suppose I do know a thing or two about a pep talk. Given many in my time to troopers suffering injury or boredom.
How wonderful! I hadn't realized Inez here had initiated a recruitment campaign. Truly a lesson to us all. Dear audience, the voice you just heard is that of the soldier's close associate, an eyewitness to the battle and the marvelous carnage littering the land. You also freed some of our troopers from the Protectorate's fiendish grasp. One can only imagine the torture they suffered. Tell us about it, the rescue, in detail if you would.
Look, I did what anyone with an ounce of sense would do. Ain't gonna leave one of my own in such a state. And if I had it my way, I would have acted sooner. Yeah, that's exactly right. I plan on doing everything in my power to bring a swift end to this war, and keep as many civvies out of harm's way as possible.
A heartwarming sentiment, but not too swift an end to the war, I hope. It's good for business, as we all know. In any case, those soldiers can finally return to their postings again. Now, I've a question about your abilities, Inez. What sets a trooper like you apart from the rest?
These graphs make me stronger. Good in a bind. I know I'm a bit of a curiosity. Ain't too many of us left. But there is so much good we can do with grafting, if we try. I got a plan, see? To start the grafting program up again. The research is promising, and with the right backing, it could be a product that can better the lives of everyone.
A fascinating idea. I think we'd all sleep soundly if we knew more of you were running amok on our behalf. Before we wrap, have you anything else of note to tell our undoubtedly enraptured audience?
I got one. Ain't just a tested and true product that'll put you over the top. A graft like mine might also get you into orbit.
Ah, I see. A bit of cheeky product placement for zero-G whiskey. Very well done, you. And that's a wrap. You can go back to slouching or sneering or whatever else it is you do. Astonishingly well. Rest assured, our listeners will be glued to their radios for all the lurid details and to hear more of my award-deserving reporting, naturally.
Well, that's a damn sight better than I was anticipating. Willard will have to make good on our deal now. Let's head back and speak with him.
You do that, and I will remain here burdened by the drudgery of war. Farewell.
Baseball. We took what nature heedlessly assembled and thusly rebettered it through artificial means. Strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption.
Ah, so the conquering heroes have returned from the blockade. And by the law, what footage! I have never been so thrilled and appalled by sheer brutality in all my days. You certainly know your way around a soon-to-be dead body, huh? Oh, where are my manners? Commander, Inez, meet our new benefactor. This is the business partner I spoke to you about, and she has graciously agreed to fund our new venture.
Yes, we've met. Now, let's not get overly ahead of ourselves. Excitement and carnage is one thing. That is, there are two things, but taken as a whole. Proving to be an advertising darling is quite another matter entirely.
Well, I'd say these two certainly made our correspondence job easier. Only Auntie herself could have done a finer job at providing sound bites.
Let's try not to exaggerate. It was a fine showing. Now, with her as the face of the brand, we might really have something.
Look, I know I ain't exactly the profile of a business partner, but I know medicine, and I know the potential of grafts more than anyone. You'll not find my experience anywhere.
Perhaps so, but unfortunately I can't be expected to simply take your word for it. You know how it is. Low-level workers have a certain flair for lying and grifting, whilst concurrently exaggerating all accomplishments and ills.
But we can trust your word as her current supervisor. What sort of performance review might you give this associate?
Well, it's easy to go on soldiering when you trust the one giving the orders.
Well, that's a reasonable endorsement. Wouldn't fit in the one-line write-in space for her quarterly appraisal, but I suppose you couldn't know.
Enough of the details. I say we have ourselves a deal. Why wait when your investment is ready to be rewarded?
Indeed. I'll send over the funds immediately so we can get started. Well done. I so look forward to doing business together.
So that's it. We're clear to restart the grafting program. And you'll abide by my demands. No more senseless killing. No more hurting folk.
Of course not. Unless said folk agree to it. Yes, we are at an agreement. Consider this a bonus for your efforts. When the time is right, I will reach out to you for further planning. You have been instrumental, soldier. Inez, well done indeed.
I'll settle for a moment of rest, Commander. Thanks.
But our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down rip-off. Pitch roll, they call it. Imaginative. They just get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones. Why even have the T-zones? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated?
From shotguns to self-propelled cannons, I have this.
concealment? Then you need a good... good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating you.
Welcome. You name it.
And 6 critical blood force traumas in last week's contest. Easy heal low.
Have time for a chat, Commander? Willard, Vice President Conan, sent me a message just now about how the investment meeting went. Seems he showed off the footage from the blockade, interview and all, and they all agreed to fund the grafting program and start it up again in earnest. I think we actually pulled this off, Commander. They even thought to name myself as an honorary vice president in the program. Can you believe it? After you and I finish what we set out to do for Arcadia, of course. I'd say closing these rifts take priority over a career change. I'm realizing now that I never really imagined something like this was possible after ending my contract like that. Never thought I'd be at the forefront of a military campaign. Never thought I'd be able to change much about Auntie's choice, let alone that I'd want to. But here I am. Reckon you could say I proved myself after all. Thank you, Commander, for everything. Anyhow, that's enough sorting my thoughts for the moment. We got a galaxy to save.
have my thanks. My monitoring station has already informed me that the resistor bank is operating as expected. Such good work definitely deserves a reward. That is most unfortunate, but at least his sacrifice did help improve the operations per millisecond. I will include his name in the records for this repair.
Say the word and I'll spread enlightenment.
an enemy.
Taps! Taps! You ain't gonna believe what I find.
Enemy in evisceration.
Gonna need to
Katrina time!
Come now, see you! Coming for you! Let me...
Happy to help. Discreetly. Let's get you healed. Someone call for a medic.
Weapon prime! Ready to spread the truth! Bastard got away!
Anybody got the time? The adrena time? Time? Time!
I think they might be.
Not alive. Let's see if they got the time.
Gotta be close. Quit skulking! Bastard got away!
I spy my next victim. I mean, a hostile combatant.
Who's shitting my pants? Not funny, Carl.
Hello. So, I'm trapped. Messages to the order left unanswered. Tried to run. Got about 2/5 of me gouged out. A lot of blood. Last now. Spent much of my life wondering what I'd say at the end. Trying to think of the words for this felt like reading a thesis before the presiding bishop. But a lot of people die. And not a lot of final words get remembered. Certainly no one will hear these. So why worry about being meaningful? What matters is who I was when I was alive. And if I was predestined to be Ursapod food. I think maybe I would have liked to re-roll the odds.
You ain't gotta stick with the Dawn, Kaza. You know that, right?
You don't know what you're speaking of. I am not sticking with the cult, I am leading it. If anything, they're sticking with me. Or dying, whichever the case may be.
You're making a mistake, Azza. You still got it in you to make a difference.
Are you not listening? I am making a difference. The cult will lead all of humanity. I found a place to belong. Unlike you, who, despite your efforts, will always be an outsider.
You're wrong.
If you say so. Commander, Glorious Dawn members up ahead. Let me handle them. They'll listen if they wish to continue to draw breath. What? Sorry. Caught me lost in my upper story. There's something you wanted to converse on? My new position as the head of the Glorious Dawn should come in handy there. Any who refuse to acknowledge my authority will have to be dealt with, of course. What say you, Commander?
You there. You need to leave. This is a holy site, traitor. Those shunned by the dawn are not welcome. Did you not hear me? You must leave unless you wish to be ushered into perfection before the rest of this architect-forsaken colony. But please, give me an excuse to kill the betrayer of our exalted leader.
Betrayer? I am the savior of the Glorious Dawn. I will speak with your local hierarch at once.
I don't... that is... I can't... Hierarch! Hierarch Wolcott! You're needed over here! So, the power to manipulate rifts. That seems, let me just say I apologize if I've offended you in any way.
Wolcott? Wolcott's your hierarch? Shit.
Well, look here. I never expected to see you again, Azahelia. Here to spread more deceptions, like your broadcast.
Of course. It's so simple even you can understand, Wolcott. She was setting us all up to be political pawns. Our deaths were to be proof of the Consul's superiority as a leader. But the only thing your imminent and excruciating death will serve as is proof of your incompetence.
Glorious Dawn! Attack the interlopers, now!
Commander, Glorious Dawn members up ahead. Let me handle them. They'll listen if they wish to continue to draw breath. What? Sorry. There's something you wanted to... My new position is that... What say you, Commander?
You there. You need to leave. This is a holy site, traitor. Those shunned... Did you not hear... But please.
Betray?
I can't... So...
Wolcott?
Well, look here.
Of course. But the only thing your imminent and excruciating death will serve as is proof of your incompetence.
Do the deceptions never end with you and your ilk? I'm no fool. What you claim is an impossibility. Yes, of course it does. Makes perfect sense. If it does, in fact, do such. Can never be too certain about things of such import. A lot of crazed theoreticians about. Come, prove to me this device can do what you say. Then I will decide. But let me assure you, if you do anything but follow me to the rift, violence will ensue. I must admit to a certain modicum of suspicion towards your claims, but consider my interest piqued.
Why is the hierarch leading outsiders to the rift?
Something of great import is afoot. No one gets escorted to the rift. Is it time for sacrifices? When's our turn?
Acolyte Barney said he heard them talking about a device that can change the nature of the rifts.
That's preposterous. There must be some tomfoolery at hand. If you can indeed control the rift, as you say, that changes things. It could force us to rethink our understanding of the rifts, but we are nothing if not truth seekers. We are here. Prove to me that your device can manipulate the rift, as you claim. Gods, this should not be possible. That device borders on the heretical. You will hand it over now, and then we shall decide what to do with you.
That's right, Wolcott. You think they won't listen to me now that I've shown I have power over the rifts? How'd you fancy your former acolytes tearing the flesh from your bones?
You're serious? You can't do that. I've been loyal to the Dawn. Please, let me live. We will give you no more trouble. Yes, of course. Acolytes of the glorious Dawn, prepare. We leave this place within the hour.
If there's anything worse than my former fellow Protectorate subjects, it's corporate toadies.
I am thoroughly perplexed you were able to convince Wolcott by word alone that we should depart. The end of days must truly be upon us.
Ours is not to question why. Ours is to obey. If it's time for us to go, we go.
Those outsiders must have secret information from the esteemed leader themselves. Nothing else makes sense. We were supposed to be here until our ascension.
Ours is not to question why. Ours is to obey.
These outsiders must have secret information from the esteemed leader themselves. Nothing else makes sense. We were supposed to be here until our ascension.
Yeah.
Aza's not a betrayer. She's the new esteemed leader? And we're leaving?
I am happy to obey the dictates of our leaders. I am content. I am loyal. I am happy to obey the dictates of our leaders.
Aza's not a betrayer. She's the new esteemed leader?
I'm confused and dismayed, but it's best not to ask questions. The hierarchy knows what's best.
I will happily move on if the hierarch and esteemed leaders say we must, but it just don't make sense.
Why are we leaving? I thought Walcott said we were stationed here until it was our turn to join with the Rift. Why are we leaving? I thought Walcott said we were stationed here until it was our turn to join with the Rift.
I can't believe I spent all that time cleaning up corpses if we're just leaving.
I found what I was looking for. No need to continue messing with the Dawn's communication devices.